Casual talk here. There's just some moments and some time in life you just have to play the game. You have to play by society's rules. The ball is in your court. Someone could pass you the ball, wait for you to make a move. And if you pass it back, that means you're just quitting the game. You're not going to be a part of it, but you're not going to get the results that you want in most cases. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I'm in survival mode right now. I'm gradually working on my credit to improve my finances, to improve all aspects of my life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. In order for me to get better and do better in this life, nicer car, nicer home, more money, I have to play the game. I have to get by playing the game. There's some obstacles in life that may be challenging, where you're in a position of being homeless, you're in a position of losing your job, you're in a position of getting a repossession. Anything can happen. But you have to realize that there is a reason why some people's favorite line is fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. It depends on what people may use fake it until you make it for. Because there's some people that literally fakes it until they make it. And I'm not talking about what you're wearing or what you wear. It's where you are in life. Fake it until you make it. In a sense, it makes sense, because faking it until you make it means that, hey, I'm going to put myself in the position where I'm going to do what I need to do just to get by and deal with the people that I don't want to deal with. So just be fake until you make it. And to me, that doesn't, I don't agree with that. I believe in keeping it real until I make it. Because you never know who you meet in life. They could be your boss, or they could be that one person that may change your life. That's why I believe in networking. I believe in putting myself out there. I believe in asking questions. Because the older you get, as you reach adulthood, a lot of people are going to expect a lot out of you. It's especially the minimum. Because if you don't make it somewhere in life, that's your fault. You're not a child. You're living on your own. You got the job that you got. You're making the money that you're making. This is what you currently qualify for. Because you don't have much to offer. It's understandable if you just moved into a town or a different state or in an area, and you're waiting for that job, for that career, that company to get back to you that pays a lot more than what you're making. That's understandable. You still have to have some sort of income come in, because at the same time, bills have to get paid. In order for you to even first qualify for a job, you need to have a actual address. You need to have a home base. That's just one of the rules. And it's just how it is. I came across a few videos on YouTube on the news saying things like, a lot of evictions has been going on lately and has been increasing, especially in major cities, like expensive cities. There has been a hike on evictions, especially because the cost of living. It's tough. It's really tough out there. I completely understand. It really is. It's really tough out here. My rent went up. My rent went up not too long ago. It's harder, but if I don't have the means or finances to move right now, I have to suck it up, do what I need to do in order for me to get by, so I could qualify and get better. Complaining doesn't change nothing. Whining doesn't change anything. Whining people's ears doesn't change anything. I have to make do with what's easier for me in order to get by. Work on the books and work off the books, so I could be qualified for SNAP benefits or food stamps. Because when it comes down to having SNAP benefits or having food stamps or EBT, you have to play by their rules. If you're like a family of 4, like myself, the household income as a whole maximum is it may be like $3,250,000. You make over that, even a little bit, they won't qualify you for SNAP benefits or food stamps. They won't qualify you. So you have to play the game. Work less hours, change your job schedule if you have to. Still have some money to still take care of your bills, still take care of your rent. And do some gigs or hustle on the side like Uber, DoorDash if that works for you. I highly recommend doing stuff like Shift Now. That's a gig app. Look into more gig jobs where you could do something for like a day or two. You get paid. Stuff like that. Work off the books. Have jobs that you work off the books to still bring in more income. Something that you could also use to save in case for a rainy day. Once you do that, you get the information you need. You qualify for EBT, for SNAP. I used to have food stamps before, and now I'm in a position where I'm trying to get that back. And it's hard. It really is, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say another thing. When it comes down to health insurance, you have to, in some instances, they even check your income to see if you even qualify for Medicaid. And if you don't, and you make a certain amount of money, depending on the job that you have, you'll be very blessed if your job offers insurance or some sort of insurance benefits, because a lot of people cannot afford to get sick, and it costs to be healthy. It costs money to stay in shape, to be healthy. And this is just what it is. Society's rules, society terms. Life is hard, life is tough, you're in a tight situation. You have to think on your feet. Have an A, B, C, D, and E plan. I brought this up before. I made videos about this in the past, and realistically, for anyone that has sense, Complaining and venting, those are two different things. But if you keep venting nonstop, then it seems like you're complaining and you just want the easy way out. Life is never going to be easy. It may be easy if you're born into wealth, but most of us Americans, that's not the case. A lot of us has to work to acquire a certain amount of wealth. A lot of us has to work for that. And if you want a certain career, you have to bust every time and money that you got to that investment, because you're investing into your future. You're investing into that 403, that 401k. Your time, your money, that's your investment to your future. What you're doing right now with your time. Credit score, having that checked, that's also essential in order to get by. I'm in a rough patch, but I see myself having a career 10 years from now in a better position financially, in my early 40s, having a house, being established, having established credit, and just being more spiritually better with my relationship with God, because that's the number one thing that's important to me. God. Humbly speaking, God is my number one source for everything in this life. Can never discredit him, can never take nothing away from him. Nothing. God is number one. Trials and tribulations, we all have to face them. What we do with it is all up to us, and it's all up to you. I said it many times before, plenty of times I said, if I sound like a motivational speaker, I don't really care. This motivational person here is realistic. I'm not living in La La Land or living like I'm just delusional, where there's always going to be hope. There could be hope, but at the exact same time, I have to put action into it. I have to do something to make some things happen. Sure, everything may not work out, but there's always another plan. There's always a backup plan. There's always another idea that has yet to be discovered. Just like what I said, this is real life. This is the only life that we got. Take advantage of every time that you have right now, before it's too late. Because the older you get, the harder it's going to be. I'm in my early 30s. Many of my coworkers, a handful of them is 50, 60 plus years old. And I could just tell the job where I'm at, we are at the bottom totem pole of the hospital hierarchy. And in general, EVS, environmental services, the floor cleaners or the housekeepers, we're technically at the bottom. We're at the bottom where the food service workers are in the hospital. And who else? Transportation, the people that transfers the patients to different areas to another, drop them off to get picked up, things of that nature. You have to work your way up to a higher hierarchy if you want more. I'm tired of how I'm living. I'm tired of eating the same food every day. Find a way to budget. Look at where your money is being spent. Take your time to study your finances. Take your time. It's not that hard. It's just people makes it hard because they don't want to figure it out for themselves. They expect handouts. They expect other people to figure out their problems for them, and that's not how life works. A lot of things you got to do on your own. You got to pick up your own feet. There's times that I just want to quit and give up. I have to realize something. Working hard for something that I want, what I know is a high possibility and it's guaranteed, many obstacles that I got to go through for it, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Many things is possible in life. Many things is possible. Nothing is impossible. A lot of things in life, being realistically, a lot of things is possible. There's a lot of things in life that's possible. Miracles can happen, but you have to set yourself up and be put out there in order for that to happen. Because you never know. How do you know something will work if you don't even put yourself out there or you don't even try? How are you going to know something does not work? So many men today are weak. They just, I'm just going to give up. There's no hope. I try this time and time again. But how do you know if you're going to be successful on your 5th try? It's called being consistent. This doesn't work. There's always another plan. There's always a plan A, B, C, D, and E. This is real life. You got to play the game. So what if you have to get food stamps or get government assistance in order for you to get back on your feet to actually get to where you want to be? It's harder for someone else out there. There's someone that's going through worse than me. So I'm thankful for what I got. At least I have a chance to do a lot better. Because you never know who you're ahead. And it's not about being a race. It's not about being in a race, I mean. Getting a career shouldn't be a rush. Life is like a competition because you're competing against yourself and other people around you. But at the end of the day, being successful and having that quality of life is rewarding in itself. To have a better life. Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.